Whoa! What's going down? Twice in one day. The wife's gotta be jealous. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Steven Sanchez, and today we're gonna get onto some Hulk coloring because I can. So let's get that down shot cam. What? Technology. And what I'm gonna do is go ahead and start selecting the colors, which is what I pre-did with my Copic marker chart. And you can go to otakufuel.com and download this for free. Yeah, it should still be there. It's been a while, but otakufuel.com, exactly how it sounds, like OTAKU and then fuel.com. All right, so I've already pre-selected my stuff. I download several charts, so then I can just do one for refills, do one for a single chart, and I write chart 1, chart 2, and chart 3 because I tend to lose these things. So I already got my Copics out, and what I'm gonna end up doing is touching upon this Hulk piece today. But before we get to that, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the stuff here. I didn't create a banner yet for my bysanchezart.com because I got lazy, and I also fell asleep today because I did a morning show. So this morning I rocked out these 4 pieces right here, right? And they're gonna be up in the shop for sale. So if anyone's interested, you can go to bysanchezart.com and check them out. These are the 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The video for this one was done earlier today. And if you're watching this on replay, then have fun looking for that. No, I'll put a link. I'm a douche. Okay, so we got that. We're gonna jump on this one. We're gonna do all the base tones for this and show you guys how to go about doing that. And just to preface all this insanity is that this is not a tutorial thing or a site or anything like that, but it just shows you how I go about it, which kind of ends up being a tutorial thing. But the whole point is I'm not here to do, hold anyone's hand. So it's just kind of like see what I'm doing and then attack. So over here I got some pieces that are going to be up in the shop. This is going to be fully inked of the darkness, and I made it a little bit abstract / cartoony. So if you're into that type of stuff, this is going to be in the shop, right? This is the one that I did with Rob. I still have to wrap this one up, so that's going to be for colors. I got to put that to the side. I'm doing color pencils on that one. And then over here we have 2 new pieces that will be in the shop as well. I don't know if I'm going to color this one yet. Normally after I'm done inking them, I kind of get the itch to do it. And this one, the Tomb Raider Lara Croft one, I had a lot of fun doing that one. So who knows? These may be colored, but they're surely going to be inked. So whenever you see them in red, inks. For sure. And once you're at the shop, stickers. That's right. These are only limited to X amount because this is my character Shen. And this bad boy is going for about $14.95. There's only probably around 10 or so left out of 25. Or I think there's more than that. So anyway, but go check it out. bysanchezart.com. There. Longest ad ever. And you also get stickers with it. That's right. I got a Cricut machine, so I've been going sticker crazy lately. So as you can see, Daddy went a little bit nuts. All right, let's get started on this insanity. Okay, where we at? What's up, everybody? So for anybody popping in, my name is Steven Sanchez. I've been doing this for over 25 years now. It's gotta be 25 years. And this is how I make my living. I draw, I sell art, and then hopefully I make a bunch of y'all happy with it. So we did the Red Hulk in a previous video. What I'm gonna do is put the link at the end of the video and put a link in the description once this video is ready to rock and roll. And we're gonna go ahead and do a nice little base tone for my man over here. Now I could do the rocks first, but let's not get too cheap. So I'm gonna use a nice light tone color because you're thinking, okay, why is it yellow? It's like, well, the whole point is you want that vibrancy to pop through his skin tone because he's green. Now at this point, this is where I make a prayer because I don't know if the marker's gonna make it because these markers have not been used in a very, very long time. And if I don't make it, then I have to resort to color pencils, which, if anybody has color pencils, is probably the cheapest, more fun way to do it. Well, I don't know about fun, but it gets the job done. So it'll end up looking something like this, which is a lot more vibrant. I'm trying to mute the tone down for the Hulk's skin tone in this one, so let's see how this turns out. All right. Hey, what is that? Needles Cane. How you doing, bud? So while I do the flats on this bad boy, y'all can whip out your sketchbook, start drawing, ask questions. Feel free to go nuts on all of that Good stuff over here. And if you're watching this on replay, do the same. You can ask questions as well. I'm more than happy to answer them. Sometimes I can't sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I start answering questions, whether it be on YouTube or Instagram. So let's go ahead. So as you can see, a lot of fun. Look at me having tons of fun. This is how I color. This is the reason why I don't really color, because it's tedious. You know, and then your colors either don't work in the sense that you're out of marker juice, or you haven't used it in a very long time, and then the marker starts to die. There's always something. I kid you not. The art world. Okay. In this case, it's the illustration work. It's where I'm in illustration. And there, we're finalizing all this insanity. So it don't have to be beautiful when you're at this stage. Just flatten it out. The whole point is that you're gonna get those sections all squared away, knowing where you're gonna throw in those colors. And you can throw in a secondary tone, but it's not needed. Yeah, it's gonna be green up here as well. Normally I'll soak the page by letting the marker sit a little longer and going slower, but that stage isn't there yet. That's gonna be when I'm ready to blend. And anybody wanting to know how to blend with Copic markers, it's super simple. We'll get to that later in the video. Let me get all this flattened out. And it's good to kind of do this right here live with you guys, because A, I can chit chat with you, and B, you can see the process, and you don't have to feel afraid or not be confident. You know, yes, that's the whole point, is be confident when you're illustrating. Get your creative juices flowing, which is why you have a sketchbook. When you have a sketchbook, you could just be confident in there, because you know, you don't have to show nobody. You're not trying to sell it. You're not trying to appease, you know, the masses. You go ahead and do what you want to do, and don't show nobody. See, back then I would just draw an 8.5 by 11 copy paper. You draw whatever you want, doesn't matter. As long as you put the stuff down and you're understanding what's happening, the mechanics. Give yourself a little time for your brain to get all that information in, and you'll be happy. All right, needless, I put up a graffiti piece on the Discord under the public. Oh, cool, man. I'll check it out later. That'll be a lot of fun. For anybody who does not know, thank you, needless. Discord, the link is in the description, and also honestandproductions.com is my little production studio where I will be putting out my comic, Koga Warriors, and that's what you were seeing earlier, which is right here. This is my buddy boy Shen from Koga, and once again, these are limited stickers. Ooh, they will come signed, but there's like up to 25 of these I created. So, and I self-produce it. I do it on the Cricut. I'm a Cricut freak now. Also, I bought 10 of these bad boys, and everything's all set up. Because what I'll do is, I went all in. I went to YouTube, and I said, how do you mat? I know how to mat, but it's kind of like the old school grunge way, right? And so I said, let me see how you properly mat. And you know, they were like, oh, well, first off, you must buy the mats, and then you must buy this special tape. It's like a paper tape. And so everything's acid free, so the artwork's gonna live here, the original art, and it's on a 4.5 by 6.5. So I bought 10 of these bad boys, so look for that in the future in the shop. So everything's acid free, even the mat's acid free, and even this paper's acid free, which is a good thing. Which means it won't turn yellow and brown out throughout time. So keep that in mind when wanting to purchase artwork. Always look to see if it's acid free. One thing I forgot was this teeth color. All right, so we have a nice yellow tone. That's going to show through when I throw the green on top, and we'll get things going. All right, what else we got? All right, so we have the base. You know what? I could do the base for this too. So y'all can see how it's going to look. Very flat looking. As you can see, the color on this one is already done. I mean, I have refills. It just takes like 5 minutes to do a refill, and I don't feel like doing that right now. So worst case scenario, I'll just go straight to colored pencils on these things. I just gotta go slower. Plus, it adds a little texture when the marker's semi-dry, because you can kind of go back and forth on it, and it gives it more of that rocky textured look. So always use these types of things to your advantage. Now clearly it's dying like 100%, so I got to use the other side. Yeah, that works perfectly. You see how it's looking? Has a little texture, little on and off. Now the cool thing about these markers is that I'm not sponsored by Copic. I talk about them whenever I get the chance. It's because they're refillable, and you can also pull out the ends. This is a sketch marker, right? So you can pull out the ends. That's the sketch side, and that's the chiseled side, and then you can replace them with the same thing, you know, the chiseled and the sketch side, brush side rather, and that is going to give you more longevity with the marker. And I chose blue for the background, but I didn't chose a secondary. Okay, so we're gonna just mat all this up. And when you're matting, it's just, or rather flattening, you don't have to be pretty with the colors. Just kind of throw it in there. This is the color separation part of the piece whenever you're working on something. Same thing, even if you're doing colored pencils, you can just sit down and just do color separations with your color pencils. Just pick a light tone and then just work your way up to dark. There it is. So get a little texture as well. See that? Boom. Boom. All right, so we got that. And his eyes, we're gonna be in a kind of a jaundicey kind of a way, so I guess I can do it this, right? Yeah, we could do that. I chose a yellow. Or was this yellow? Yeah, it was. Cool. All right, so what I'm going to do next is get on that tongue. But I've got to choose that color too. All right, we got that nice red in there. Got a darker tone. Never open up your markers. That's #1 rule. Never open your markers on top of the art because it tends to create spittle. And I've been there many a times. There we go. I'm blending gently on this right now because it's the tongue and I just want to get it out of the way. And once this dries, you can hit it with the same marker and create shadows in those specific areas, and it'll get slightly darker. So that way you don't have to switch up to a darker marker. If not, you could use gray. Gray also helps. It all depends on what you're going for the final look. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we can do that. His eyes, I make green because he's got the gamma radiation. I think I have a... I could probably use that later. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll go to the secondary tone, which is going to be this bad boy, and then that's the third one. All right, let's see how this works, because we'll be able to blend in a second. So what I'm doing is I'm blocking out the areas where the shadows are and where I think the lighting is gonna hit in detail. Because you can see when the light hits on this shape of the nose, this is more prominently out shape-wise, so keep that in mind. I hit all the shadow points. Like that. Now underneath the eye. And underneath the eyebrow. Okay, so I'm hitting all the main parts when it comes to shadows. Like, this is called the common sense shadowing, because it's, if the lighting is coming down this way, then all this stuff is going to get hit. The eyebrows are over the eye, so there's going to be shadow on the adjacent side. So you hit all those common sense areas, right? And you're like, oh, well, it's starting to look decent. It's not there yet. And we're like, well, we're just still starting the process of shadowing and kind of playing with the brush a little bit and some line work. Because all this stuff is going to come into play later, where I can kind of figure out stylistically what I want to do with a marker. It's a sketch brush, right? So it has a little give to it. So you can get in there and just kind of flick it and see what shape design it gives you. It's a lot of fun. It's just, a lot of this stuff is just experimental, you know. It just kind of works. And just years of doing it, I kind of have an idea of what's gonna happen. Okay. There we go. See, so now as I see how the lighting is hitting it, I can go ahead and just start adding a little bit more shadow and blocking it out more. All right, that looks decent right there. So there it is. It's actually starting to come to shape. Look at that. So it's the original inked version of it. Oh, shadow on the rocks. There we go. All right, now for the real fun stuff, which is now it's going to be the blending aspect. And what we do is we go back to the yellow green 13. Sometimes I forget what I used. It should be yellow green 13. I thought I had 3 points. Oh, there it is. There's the third one. All right. So I'm gonna test this because it could be too vibrant. Oh, okay, good. It's not. Sometimes the saturation could be so high you can't really go off of the tone of the marker head. All right, this is all shadow in here, so. And here you can just have license to play around just a little bit with the shadowing. And then what you do is you go back to the base tone, the first base tone, and you blend it. So I go right on top of the other one, and I just blend it in. Let the marker just soak in because it's alcohol based, so it'll break down the previous. So then it acts kind of like watercolor, so it has a neat effect to it. So on this one, this is the base tone, and then the secondary is this one. And then so what I'll do is I'll go over. That'll be the secondary. I got the wrong one. Okay, here we go. So I'm using the base tone here. Yeah, 43. And then that's 13. And just kind of. Oh, I got you. Where is it? Get over here. Here's the base tone. So the base tone is yellow. I forgot that I was using a yellow. There we go. I mean, to screw something up like this is just, it takes a lot to screw it up. So the base tone is yellow. And then these are all the greens that I have. Yeah. So now you're getting that nice soft effect. It's looking tight. Hey, Diego, what's up? How did you master the dynamic poses? It's a lot of sketching. You got to keep sketching. If you don't sketch, you're not gonna get to where you need to get to. So the first thing you got to do is just focus on drawing heads and hands. I guarantee you this. If you focus on heads and hands, then you can focus on doing little sketches of stick figures and movement, and utilize that. Life drawing also works. If you're into that type of stuff. I was never into life drawing. I was more into animation. So animation, you can really see the gesture and the posing. So try it out with light stick figures and work your way up from that. If you're new here and you haven't downloaded the free download that I have, my PDF on how to get into drawing and sketching and all that stuff, it's right there underneath honestandproductions.com. Go to the honestandproductions.com and then go to the shop and download the free guide. It's in there. So it helps you understand the breakdown of the sketch. That way then you can start focusing on sketching and posing as your primary source of wanting to get into art, because that's the whole point, right? It's just to get those gestures going and make things look the way they have to look. Everything else is refinement. All the line work, all the detail, all that's refinement. That comes later. You don't have to worry about tightening up your stuff right now. Just worry about getting your brain connected to your hand so you can draw whatever you want in the beginning. So sketch as often as you can. Okay, so we have that. And then we're gonna get to the secondary tone. So I'm gonna get all that in there and break all this up. All right, so where are we putting the secondary? So I'm gonna put in that nice green. See how this works. All right, get some music up in here. Yeah, disco time. Now for the magic, a little bit of contrast. And the contrast I use sparingly. And I'll try to blend a little bit real quickly. That's enough. What do you guys think? Round of applause. Let me know. Oh, come on. You're too much. Oh, thank you guys. It's fun. It's fun.
There, Hulk smash!
That's how you do it, guys. That's how you do it right there, guys. So we got a big portion of the Hulk done. Light blending. Into the yellow. Add a little bit of yellow in there. Just mush it in. Mush, 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 mush. There we go. Come on, guys. You don't get no better than that. It's better than a Saturday night. Oops. You know how we do things around here, guys. Now I gotta color this top part. So don't freak out. And I'm gonna give him highlights because this guy has highlights and just a little bit of white there. Let's do this. How you doing, bud? That disco jamming. All I'm saying, was it a W5? It's a little vibrant. Let me try to downplay it. Let's try a nice gray. Then we'll hit it with a little specular highlight. And bada bing, bada boom.
Then we have the Hulk. There we go. Oh.
Sorry, there we have the piece right here. Now I gotta do the teeth, the sky. Breaking it down a little bit. So do it, Toy like a pancake. No. It's gonna go with gray. Okay, I think that does it. We got a nice hook, got a sky. Gotta mute that sky. Let's mute it. Let me see. Adding some texture to the sky. So apparently this thing is already pre-signed and stamped. It's been a while. I finally got it done. It's gonna be in the shop for about 75 bucks. So if anyone's interested, you go ahead and pick it up. That's how we do things around here. Alpha the Artist, what's up? Seeing you draw always fills me with artistry energy, dude. I like hearing that in a weird way. So, if you guys want to buy some artwork, crap, where did I put it? Go to buysanchezart.com. I lost my paper. This is the reason why I gotta do graphics, guys. So in the next video, you'll see a graphic probably in the bottom here or on top here in the comment section. With that said, I am done. We're good to go. Second video of the day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully. All right.